Hi, and welcome to Family History with Chris. I just wanted to let you know I brought my oldest kid back up to Salt Lake for to go back to school, and this weekend is Comic Con. It's the weekend right before conference and everything. So, um, guess what? We're going to Comic Con. So I wanted to share with you our experiences. Right now, I'm just waiting for my oldest brother and his oldest daughter. I haven't seen them for a while, so they're coming down, and we'll enjoy it together. So right now, maybe I'll go to the temple, Temple Square or whatever, and we'll just see how things are going. Okay, we'll see ya. Okay, so this building is called the Orangey Hatch United States Courthouse. Honestly, I was living out here when they were building this. I thought it was like one of the ugliest buildings and stuff, but now they put Orangey Hatch's name on it. So he's actually a distant relative. Uh, so I thought that's interesting. All right. All right, here's your sign. Kind of fun. This is right in front of the Salt Palace. Pretty cool. This is where I'm supposed to be in like an hour. So, and the crazy thing is, I got to go back to my hotel room to meet up with my brother. So, and I'm walking. I don't know why I took the tracks. It's all right. Square just made it 1 week before. Oh, I gotta walk. Better do this. Okay, so it's 1 week before conference. Pretty exciting. I gotta let you know that honestly, I'm an introvert, and so going to Comic-Con, it's fun. It brings a smile to my face to see people dressed up and stuff. So I think that's really cool. So we'll see how we do about getting pictures and things like that. Also, I built this in Minecraft. It's pretty cool how I did it. Looks like I may need to change this because I've got it like a full wall. I built this side too, and all these trees. So this might be good to do. Yeah, I put those buildings in, and it's kind of crazy because when you build a world in Minecraft that's similar to the real world, it's like when you go to that place, like, oh yeah, hey, I built this, I've done this, oh, I need to change this, and it's as if it's as if you're there. So pretty cool. Oh, looks like it's closed off. But, okay, this is different. They've got that building there. In my world, I have the South Visitor Center and the North Visitor Center. Not the insides just yet, but, it's just because it's memories, I remember going to those places and got these buildings in. So we got Deseret Book right across the street. I should probably put that in. All right, I'll catch you in a bit. So walking downtown, there's a whole bunch of historical monuments and signs and things like that. This one is right there on Main Street. This is the Joseph Smith building right here. This is Brigham Young. You got some pioneers right here. Let's see, what does that say? And Brigham Young and the pioneers. So, that was pretty cool. Went down to Deseret Book and found this. It says Deseret Book began business in 1866 as George Q. Cannon and Sons, Cannon,
wanted to encourage education and ensure that good literature was available in the territory. The company published and sold books along with stationery and school supplies, catering especially to Mormon Sunday schools. In 1900, the printing and retail operations were sold to the Deseret News, which owned the Deseret News Press and Bookstore. In 1919, the two businesses merged and were soon renamed Deseret Book Company. Today, Deseret Book is the largest publisher of books aimed at a Latter-day Saint audience and operates a chain of bookstores in the western United States. The City Creek store is located just one block west of the company's longtime locations. And then it gives information on who took this photo and stuff. So I thought that was neat.
Out here next to the temple in this plaza area. I remember when this used to be a street. This was Main Street, and it went all the way down this way. And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints bought it up and turned it into a area to combine both the Temple Square and over here this section. So I think that was back in the 80s. I don't remember. But yeah, they're coming along on the temple here. I know I have a great I don't know, might be three greats grandfather that actually worked on the temple, the original temple, helped lay the brickwork. I have a brother that actually helped with the Rexburg Temple, so that's something fun to know. But they're coming along here. I think the date for it to be open and dedicated is in 2026. This was where the South Visitor Center was, and now they've got a couple other buildings in there. It looks like they've got some statues in there already, so I don't know what's going on. Conference center is just right over there. Anyway, it is really pretty here. It feels great. And even just, I know this is church grounds and stuff, and you can feel the peace just being here. I did get to go talk to a couple missionaries sister missionaries from Australia and Ecuador, so it was fun to talk to them. And I was thinking I should have just had them share a message, because that would have been cool. But that's my problem too. I think of things afterwards. Need to work on that. So, welcome to FanX. Here we are. We were finally caught up with my brother and the others right there. Found Wednesday. And then these people are I totally forgot who they are, but they are from a game that my kid plays. So I had to take a picture for him. Found April O'Neil. Of course, my kid took the picture and did not get the shoes or anything. So, it just looks like a person dressed up in a yellow suit. But she's supposed to be April O'Neil anyway. Director Krennic. He told me that I was the first one that day that actually said it correctly, figured out who he was. So that made him happy. And then inside we found Doctor Strange and Iron Man. Now I found a lot of other people too. I just didn't, take their pictures or whatever. Since I have a kid that's big into Warhammer, here's some guns or props that they were selling. Unfortunately, he does
Tau and Necrons. I do Eldari and Tyranids. But anyway, it's pretty cool to see these things. Nobody had anything for Eldari. Now, this is a Tau uh, uh, helmet. I saw that. I was like, oh, my kid would love that. $200. I, he said afterwards, like, no, it's not worth it. He can make his own, and he did, and I think he did a pretty good job. So anyway,
All right, long day at FanX, standing up, walking around, uh, seeing people. I learned that you can either spend a lot of money or you don't have to spend any money at all. Well, it does cost to get in, but and it and if there's things you want, yes, you're going to have money. Um, but like the celebrities, so I was going to go say I was going to get the autograph of Henry Thomas. He was Elliot off of E.T. Now, growing up, E.T. freaked me out. Sorry, that's just the way it was, and I told him that too. So, um, I went up and I was gonna get some, an autograph and a selfie with them, but they said sorry, we only take cash. Like, oh. So I've got a credit card and I don't really want to pull out cash from that and stuff. So I asked, well, can I just say hi? I was like, oh yeah, you can do that all day. That's fine. Like, okay. So I had to shake his hand twice and tell him, E.T. freaked me out. And he agreed. And it's really, I mean, these guys are good natured and, down to earth and stuff like that. And right next to him was Punky Brewster. And I was going to do the same thing, but it's like, we're here for a couple days. Or I am. My brother and niece we're only here for today, and they were about done um, with everything. So um, yeah. Now my niece, she got to go get an autograph from Raymond somebody, and it was so interesting that um, my oldest and my niece, they go to these Comic Con things and they're like, oh, cool, for anime and things like that. And so my brother and I, we go there and we're like, oh, cool, look, Henry Winkler, ooh, John Ratzenberger, or, people like that. And so we're all enjoying, but I'm seeing that there's a difference between my generation and the next generation because they're all about anime and stuff and these younger people, and my brother and I are like, I don't know who this is. And then they are the same about us. It's like, we don't know who that they are and stuff. So anyway, it was a good day. And, afterwards I took my uh, brother and niece, I took everyone to Arempa's here in Salt Lake. That's a Venezuelan food place. And, got in the meals. Found out the guy there was actually from Ciudad Ojeda, which was a place in my mission. So I got to talk to him. And when I was down there near Ciudad Ojeda, see, I was in Pachequero, Santa Rita, Cabimas, and places like that. Um, it's all in Zulia, so the state of Zulia. So um, he was about 6 years old when I was down there. So he was around, and that's pretty cool. So like I got to ask him, "Hey, pa tiene chicha?" Like, ojalá, no tenemos chicha. It's like, naguara. So that made them laugh. It's like, yeah, hey, have you been down to Venezuela? It's like, yeah, I was down there. We got talked and stuff like that. So um, it was a good day, and I enjoyed it. So I look forward to walking around tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to do this, who I'm going to see, or what. Maybe I can take you around. I'd like to go to some panels. So if I do that, I'll try to record those and stuff, and that'd be a Doctor Who panel would be really cool to see. You got Billy Piper. I got to see Billy Piper and Freema Agyeman. I got to see them. I didn't get to, talk to him or anything yet. David Tennant's here, and Catherine Tate is here. Uh, so those are my favorite Doctor Who people. So anyway, we'll see how tomorrow goes, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.